Let me tell you a quick story because I think it might resonate with someone. Um, resonate. That might resonate with someone, but this is not about a job. This is about a love relationship. So for privacy's sake, I'm going to switch the names, okay? So we have Sandy and we have Bill. Bill goes out for a bike ride. You know, he's taking a bike, nice little nature ride, and just wants to clear his mind. So he's like, okay, Sandy, I'll be back. She's fine, Bill, okay. So she's doing laundry and going about the house, and he's like, oh, well, he left his phone. That's odd, you know, he left his phone. What if he needs it? That kind of thing, the normal thing that runs through her mind. But then curiosity gets the cat, and she's like, let me check the phone just to see, you know, if there's anything that I could be or should be worried about or concerned about, or which there is no reason, like there had been nothing in their relationship to make her feel like she should check. There hadn't been any red flags, no bells ringing, nothing like that. But she goes and she, you know, looks through his phone and she sees a call or her friend's number there. So she goes into panic mode. Then she starts thinking of things she's going to say, how she's going to say it, how she's going to handle it. So it seems like a century later he returns. He comes through the door and she's like, you know, Bill, I can't believe this. You have been talking to such and such. Why would you need to call her 3 times? And why is she calling you? And so he said, he let her calm down and he just looked at her for a little bit, which really infuriated her because she's feeling like, oh, this is worse than what I thought, or how dare you not react? And, you know, all these things are going through her mind because she's just like from 0 to 100 like that. So then he tells her, I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but because you took it upon yourself to go through my phone and because you're making a big deal out of this, I'm going to tell you so that you could feel foolish about it, but it ruins the surprise. And he tells her that they were planning a party for her, and it was the kind of theme party that would be childlike because she's spiritual. So this may be someone out there who can totally relate to the story for one part or all of it. I don't know. But so the theme was something about connecting with your inner child. And he was finding out the best ways because she'd grown up with her best friend and she knew what kind of dolls she loved. She knew like everything from back in the old days, what she would appreciate and would evoke that feeling of play. So he was being very thoughtful. And of course she did feel silly and ridiculous because not only did she doubt him, she doubted her best friend. So I just say that quickly just to say, like, if you have someone that is trustworthy, that has never done anything to make you feel that they should be checked, nobody should be checked on. I don't care. I mean, if you're getting red flags, it is time for you to just have a nice sit down, authentic conversation, but there is no need to invade anybody's privacy or violate them. If you feel like you need to resort to that, then it's better for you to be alone because you have issues to address within, or there's something you can't put your finger on, but you just don't feel at ease with this person. So you need to separate, you know, but never should you sink to the level, maybe that's the message for someone. You never should sink to the level of snooping, you know, prying into someone's personal business. You may find things that are personal that you have no business knowing about. Just because you're in a relationship with someone does not equate full disclosure of every single aspect of their life. They are a whole separate being than you. You don't have permission to access every single aspect of who they are. So respect is all I'm saying. Respect. And with that, this reading may have nothing to do with what I just said, or it may connect. But let's see. Holy Spirit, what do you want the collective to know? Chop wood, get to work, take action. All right, you know what? Instead of keep going, let me get one for that. Chop wood, onward. Completion, get something done. Interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page, okay? So chop wood could involve getting something done and getting on the same page, like having a conversation with someone, or an interview. Let's see. By the book. That means that things go according to universal law or legal, like everyday, the law. So by the book, okay. Divine Feminine. Okay. Let's get some more before I say more. Exchanging gifts. Settlement, agreement, compromise. Okay. So this may have something to do with what I was feeling that story was meant to be shared. So in the beginning, we had chop wood, okay, get it done. Let's sit down, have a conversation, get on the same page about some things that you may be concerned about. Talk to your partner, let them know your insecurities, be vulnerable. Even if it makes you feel silly or foolish or childish, it's not when you're coming to the table as a mature couple to say, I do feel this way and I don't think I should feel this way. I don't have any basis for feeling this way, but I can't ignore my feelings, and I do. And they may say, well, it's completely unfounded. I've not done anything wrong. Or they may say, well, they may come clean. Or it may just be something that is all in your mind, or something based on some insecurities that you have from a past relationship or past relationships. Maybe some residue left over from that needs to be cleaned up. That is not the fault of this person that you are projecting that onto at this time. And with by the book in Divine Feminine, I think it means like just understanding the universe and how it works. And in your Divine Feminine mode, that you attract what you deserve, and you don't need to worry about anything else. Nothing's going to come your way when you are on a level, on a higher vibration. It can't get to you. It's simply going to miss you or just not even come your way. Things that you don't want in your life, like infidelity, sneakiness, backstabbing, best friends that you can't trust, they'll be weeded out. All of those people, all those relationships will be weeded out once you know who you are and you embody the Divine Feminine. And then with exchanging gifts and settlement, I think it means like exchanging thoughts, giving each other respect, him not laughing in your face or belittling you for feeling that way. That's not right. He should be, or I'm saying he or she should respect your feelings and honor what you are saying in your vulnerable state, and give you honest feedback. And you should come to an agreement based on that conversation that moving forward, we need to separate until you can, clean up the residue from your past relationships, become a more secure Divine Feminine. Or it could be, I'm going to do what I need to do to make you feel more secure. Maybe there are things I'm doing on my end that don't really help the relationship, you know. I'm hanging out much too much. I'm not giving you that attention. It could be something like that. So you could get that reaction as well. But whatever it is, a settlement, a conversation is needed here. That's what's all over this. So let's see. Let's see some shadow work that might be needed for you or for the person you're in a relationship with. Apathy. Ignite your passion, for it's the antidote to indifference. Maybe the other person has been apathetic to your concerns. Maybe this is not something new. This is not a news flash. This has been a recurring theme for your relationship in this instance. If you find that they're apathetic, like, oh, here we go again, you're jealous, or you're on my back, or you know, that kind of attitude. It's like sometimes a narcissist especially will have that attitude because they may be doing something and they think that they can get away with it forever. Now, the situation that I presented in the beginning, that story, that situation is different from maybe what you're going through, as far as that was someone innocent, not doing anything. But in the case that maybe someone is doing something wrong and you are picking up on those signals, apathy is a normal response from them, where they just feel like, I'm not going to address your concerns, believe what you want to believe. Yeah, enough to drive you, you know, a little bit crazy. So with that, it is on you. It's not up to them to change. It's not up to them to tell you the truth or stop what they're doing. It's on you to walk away and respect yourself and love yourself enough to say, you know what? This is not, I deserve divine feminine. Does not put up with that. So, yeah, that's a no. What else? Insecurity. Your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. So in a situation where you are dealing with this apathetic person who's like, what? Cheat what? See who? I didn't do it. It's not me. It wasn't me. Then, like I said, your insecurity might make you stay anyway. Being insecure, thinking that you're not worth better, that this is a good catch, that you won't get anyone better. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you look like. You will attract what is good for you. You will attract love, passion, beauty, all of the things that you want. But it doesn't have to come in this package in front of you that is apathetic, passionless, narcissistic. You don't have to deal with that. Or insecurity on the flip side, the person is like Bill, doing nothing wrong, but you keep accusing them because you have insecurities that haven't been addressed, that honestly probably only can be addressed in a hermit mode without being in a relationship, just you and God. That's a journey that you will have to take to clean up that whatever inside is polluted based on past relationships. And until you're alone, you'll probably only project that onto your next relationship. If you want. If not, then it's quiet. All right. Let's see. Let's end this with an angel card of advice for this couple. Worth the wait. I guess Angel said you want to get the right one from this one. Notice the signs. Notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. I'm taking this also as notice the signs. If there is something for you to be concerned about, if there is a third-party situation going on, you've gotten signs and you shouldn't ignore them. So it just depends. Are they just signs that are clues to something going on, or are in clues that you need to step aside, or are they signs that you have unresolved issues to address? So think about that and make that determination. And either way, conversation looks like it is to be held. Okay? So with that, I wish you the best of love, self-love especially, and I will see you next time.